Give me some coffee.
Okay, we ordered a Fastway E2 Hitch. It has a weight distribution and sway control. We are towing this with an Expedition, and we had a lot of back end sag, so we wanted to put more weight on the front. And if you hit some sand or something in the road and you're trying to stop pretty fast, you can actually hear the front of the truck ABS kick in. Wasn't too good, so we wanted to get a weight distribution hitch. Looked around, found this the round bar instead of the chains. This one looked pretty easy to put on, so that's what we went with. So let's see what's in the box. It has a 5/16 ball that we can see, and I'm gonna open it up, and we got the receiver. And you can see it's packaged pretty nice, and it came in one piece, which is good. I had an extra 5/16, but you can actually order this with the 5/16 ball already attached, and that's recommended to do because they're pretty hard to put the ball on. You have to have the right socket that it can actually go up inside. What we have is 2 bars for the sway hitch and the distribution. We got the drop bar, we got the head, and we got the L brackets, and we got the tool to put the bars on. Bag with assorted nuts and bolts. Came the 2 large bolts that go through the drop bar, the receiver drop bar. They are a 27 and a 28 millimeter. This size is 28, this size is 27. And you can see here all the other bolts are 19 millimeter bolts. And it came with the lock washers and the bolts, and it comes with the pins, and there's some kind of cool washers that you use for the drop receiver. They're torqued to 250 pounds, so they hold a lot. That's it. Let's get to the installing. Okay, we're setting up the weight distribution hitch, and you can see the back of the truck is squatted way down and the front is sticking up in the air. So we're going to do some adjustments and see how we can get this level. And we're going to come here. We don't have the sways on. We have it down to the second to the lowest. But as you can see, we got the weight distribution hitch installed. We got the head on. We don't have anything tightened down yet because we wanted to get a baseline, and this baseline is, the front end of the truck is sticking up in the air. So let's do some adjustments and see if we can get the front end down. What we're going to do is lower this. Okay, and we can see we got it pretty low already. We got one more adjustment to get down, and we're going to see if we can take some weight off the back of the truck and put it onto the front. We might need to adjust this so it'll camber down some, so the ball will actually come back this way to bring the front of the truck down. So the more washers you have in here, the more the ball is tilted, so it puts more weight on the front of the truck. So hopefully we can get this. We'll probably put a couple more washers in here, drop this down, and try to level the front of the truck up. Okay, what we were showing earlier is the angle of this is down, so this should put more pressure on the front of the truck. First thing we're going to do is we're going to leave this angle alone for now. We're going to drop these down a little bit more because since we're so far off. Then we're going to have to do, there's a bolt under here that you can see. You loosen this or tighten it once you get everything set, and it locks everything into place. Once you get these washers where you want them, the angle of this where you want it. So the more angle you have here, the more it pushes the front of your truck down. So we want more weight on the front of this truck, a lot, because it's way up in the air right now. Okay, we dropped it down. We're going to adjust this. See, we put 2 more washers in here, so we still got play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this bottom nut to take out the play. So let me do that for it right quick. Just get some, take out the play in it. Okay, no more play. Tighten it down before we tighten these big nuts on the sides down. Okay, before we tighten these big nuts on the sides, got 5 washers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have that tight. These big bolts. You're gonna get those really tight so it won't slide back and forth. We put the hitch back down on it and we'll see how level we are. Okay. So now, since we hooked the bars up, what the bars are actually doing is they're pressing on the front of the truck. They're putting more weight onto the back of the axles, the back axles on the truck. Okay. So after looking, we moved it around to get it more level, and the trailer is actually really level. The truck is pretty level too. There's no big hump in the middle like it was when we had it sitting on the other area. So we needed a spot that was actually flatter.
Is it that runner straight? Looks like it's a little bowed. Probably not.
No, it's not this. No, the runner's not straight.
Yeah.
Now how we're looking here is we actually have some of the weight off the, well, a lot of the weight. We have it tilted. We got 5 washers in. We don't have the bars tightened all the way yet where they hook to the trailer. We just wanted to make sure. But as you can see is we don't have a severe lean on the back of the truck anymore. The front brackets, so we get these brackets tightened up. We just wanted to really test and make sure our setup was kind of close. And what we're going to do now is take the bars off. So let's see how we take these bars off. Let's go ahead and raise the back of the truck up, take some of the weight off those bars.
Yeah.
That's the first thing to
that
do.
Might be enough.
Yeah, and then
it needs at least 3 inches of this past this.
Yep. To the middle of it.
It says minimum 3 inches.
Yep, we got a minimum of 3 inches.
And it's 3 inches? Maybe it's right at 3 probably.
Yep. But once we tighten this up, this is going to move forward some. See how it's kind of angled? So let's get all this apart. We're going to tighten these up. So we got to take these bars off.
Yeah, I got an idea to do that. I don't know if it'll work or not. I wouldn't stand over there though. I'd move out of the way.
And I moved. Oh yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
Easy. I'm trying to do it with this. Much easier with a long one.
There we go.
Alright, so it popped off.
A lot of freaking weight on there.
You can tell, since we have this down so much, it's putting a lot of weight trying to pull the truck, the front of the truck down. Because we had a severe case of back end of this squatting. I don't have any airbags, nothing special on the back of this Expedition to get it to not sag. But with this, it was actually not sagging as bad at all. When you're sitting in it, I can see the top of the hood normally when we're trying to tow this thing. Which is actually 26 and a quarter. And this one is 26 and a little over 26. So good. So they're supposed to be from the ball to here should be 24 to 27 inches, and we're at 26. So we wanted I guess a little bit more leverage. Plus the battery box is in the way on this. If we brought it in, the battery box would get in the way.
Okay, we're going to tighten these back up. This is a 15/16 nut on bolt on the bottom. You get that really tight. All these washers are tight against this bar. Everything's locked into place. We're going to torque these down, lock them into place. The big conical washers. Don't want these moving.
Switch to the bottom.
Okay. Remove it. Okay.
No more right here. You're good. Let's see what the torque specs are on these things.
That's the E2 round bar hitch. It's for 10,000 pound maximum trailer weight, 1,000 pound maximum ton weight. Right now we know we have about 700 pounds on this tongue once this trailer's all the way down. From previously how we loaded it and weighed it. 700 pounds on the back of the Expedition with no airbags or anything, just a regular 4x4 suspension. Is not good for 700 pounds. It'll hold it, it just squat.
Ton weight should be at least 10% of gross. You're going to have about 7,000 pounds on there.
Yep.
So 10% would be 700 pounds.
Yep.
Maximum of 15% overall trailer weight on the tongue.
So I'm going to let this down. And where we're just kissing it, put the bars on, go from there. Down. So we got the ball on. Before we put all the weight on it.
Can I raise it up? I can't get it on there. Gotta raise it. There we go.
Yep.
No, it's nowhere near what it was.
Yep. Alright. Put that side on. Bars on.
You didn't have any finger in that.
Never be bad.
That's what happens when you get your finger in something. That doesn't look bad now. Alright, going back down.
And down. Chains on.
Kinda.
Go on. Yep. See, the truck looks flat. Trailer looks flat.
It was though.
Oh no. the back end of that,
We haven't drove it to settle it yet either.
and the back end was so far down, squatted down on the truck. It was crazy.
That's actually not giving you a good picture.
Yeah.
That's driveway slope right there.
Yeah, it's flat.
Over on the
It's
other
even.
side where it's straight, it's flat as an arrow.
Yep.